Remember the last time you felt truly present, before the endless scroll dictated your mood? Hard to recall, right? Now imagine that feeling, not a fleeting moment, but the reality, a world without the constant hum of social media. And let's find the answer to the question, what if? The sudden disappearance of social media would send shockwaves across the globe. Billions would be instantly disconnected, facing a communication blackout and a crippling information deficit. Businesses heavily reliant on social media marketing would experience immediate, potentially catastrophic financial losses, scrambling to adapt to this unprecedented shift. Imagine the frantic calls to print shops, the desperate rush to dust off forgotten email addresses, a chaotic scramble to re-establish contact. The world would swiftly begin to rediscover the charm of phone calls, the satisfying weight of a handwritten letter, and the rich tapestry of face-to-face conversations. This immediate crisis would force a rapid reevaluation of communication strategies, a return to older, more personal methods. The absence of social media would trigger a remarkable resurgence of local communities. Neighborhood bonds, previously strained by digital interactions, would strengthen as people sought connection in their immediate surroundings. Shared experiences like neighborhood barbecues or community cleanups would become more frequent, fostering a sense of belonging previously overshadowed by online interactions. Simultaneously, local businesses, long struggling against the dominance of online giants, would experience a revival. Freed from the pressure of maintaining an online presence, they could focus on providing personalized service and building direct relationships with their customers, leading to increased loyalty and prosperity. This renewed local focus would also likely translate into heightened civic engagement. People might find themselves attending town hall meetings, volunteering for local initiatives, and actively participating in shaping their immediate environments, creating a more vibrant and cohesive community life. A world without social media would be undeniably chaotic initially, yet the long-term effects could be surprisingly positive. The immediate disruption to communication and information access would be significant, but humanity's resilience would inevitably lead to adaptation. We might rediscover the value of face-to-face interactions, strengthening local communities and revitalizing traditional forms of communication like newspapers and face-to-face conversations. While the absence of social media's algorithms would create challenges in accessing verified information and could increase the spread of misinformation, it would also force a critical reevaluation of news sources and information credibility. The overall impact could be a more thoughtful and nuanced approach to information consumption. The sudden absence of social media would leave a gaping hole in our communication landscape, prompting a creative scramble to find alternatives. We might see a resurgence of hyperlocal community newsletters, perhaps even printed and distributed door to door, fostering a sense of shared identity and local news. Dedicated community forums, potentially hosted on less pervasive platforms, could emerge, facilitating discussions and collaboration. Interest-based clubs and groups, once overshadowed by online communities, might flourish, offering in-person interactions and shared activities. Even simple methods like handwritten letters and phone calls, currently viewed as archaic, might experience a surprising comeback, offering a refreshing change from the instant gratification of digital communication. Whether these replacements are ultimately better or worse is subjective, depending on individual preferences and priorities. However, they would undoubtedly shape new forms of community and connection, potentially prioritizing deeper, more meaningful interactions over superficial online engagement. The long-term effects of a social media-free world would be profound and multifaceted. Technological innovation, freed from the dominant force of social media platforms, might flourish in unexpected directions. We might see a surge in advancements in areas currently overshadowed by social media giants, leading to new forms of communication and entertainment. Furthermore, our understanding of community and identity would be fundamentally reshaped. No longer defined primarily by online interactions and curated personas, community might revert to its more traditional sense: geographical proximity and shared experiences. Individual identities, less dependent on likes and follower counts, would potentially be more authentic and less susceptible to external validation. Finally, predicting the full ramifications of such a drastic societal shift is impossible. The intricate web of interconnected systems, economic, social, and psychological, would react in unpredictable ways, presenting both challenges and opportunities for humanity to navigate. Social media's disappearance would cause initial chaos, but potentially foster stronger communities and mental well-being. In your opinion, what if social media disappeared forever? Share your thoughts in the comments.